What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Campbell's Morel Music Rig Rundown. This is episode 14, and it's been a long time coming. We've asked him since day one to be here, but we are going to welcome Mr. Dave Shirley.
It's David, dude.
Of the band Spank. Great 80s cover band. If you've never seen them, you should go check them out. It's a great show for sure, and thanks for being here and doing this for us today.
Hey, no problem, man. Thank you for having me. Sorry it took me so long,
I know you're a busy man. You got a lot of guitar playing to do, but anybody in Johnson City knows that the infamous Dave Shirley and what he can do. And but we're going to get a chance to look deeper dive into his rig and how he gets some of those tones. He's one of the best guitar players I've ever heard in Johnson City. So
I guess
I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. And man, we'll just dive right into this. And Shirley's probably got 60 guitars. You may have more than we have in the store.
Oh, no, I got 30. No, 28.
Oh, you count it. So, yeah.
28.
28 guitars. And so you just brought one tonight.
Yeah, I keep this one in my bathroom. So
This is easy grab and go.
No,
Charvel?
No, I've been playing this one a long time. A lot lately. It's a 2008 USA Charvel model Pro Mod. Pretty cool guitar.
And with you, I mean, it doesn't seem like anything is stock. So have you done some stuff to that guitar? Or?
Yeah. First thing I always do is take out pickups because I know what I like.
Yeah.
Let's see. I put a DiMarzio Air Norton in the neck because it's my pickup of choice. And the bridge pickup is a Sir, how do you say it?
Sir, yeah.
Sir Doug Aldridge. Which I really like those. It's kind of like a fat PAF sound.
Right.
And then I put an original Floyd Rose tremolo on it with a D-tuner.
So throw some EVH some love there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got a few EVH guitars that I know of.
I got a couple. Yeah,
yeah, and seems like every one of your guitars too, you use the same DiMarzio click lock straps.
Yeah, these clip lock straps. I use these a lot. Except for a couple of my Les Pauls, I use the wider leather straps because they're
take off some of that weight.
Because I'm getting old and fragile, and brittle. But yeah,
so,
man.
yeah. So Charvel, kind of hot rod Charvel with a D-tuner on it, and you got a pretty massive pedal board, but I think that ground control probably takes up most of it. But
yeah, it looks.
I'll let you talk about your signal chain and how you run it.
All right. Well, I run this basically. I guess it's known as a 4-cable method, because I use the Line 6 Helix HX Stomp. And basically, what I do is I use effects in the front and the back of the amp. So it goes out. The input of the JVM Marshall goes into the send on the HX Stomp.
Gotcha.
For the front end. And on the back, I run out the return of the effects loop into the left output on the line 6 here. And then the send from the effects loop goes into the, into the return on the line 6.
Okay.
So, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of effects loops running and to get that 4-cable method, but a lot of times it makes a lot of your modulation, I guess, cleaner sounding.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you. Say you want to try something.
Yeah.
For example. That's like just the stuff in the front, and then I got a little flange I can add that goes through the effects loop. And then got some delay and chorus that goes through the loop. You know, just pins and buttons.
Wow.
Yeah, so I see why you run it through the loop now. Just
Yeah.
So for coming out of your guitar, you're just going straight into this in the input of the wah pedal?
Yeah,
Or?
so basically coming out of the output of one of the outputs of the HX Stomp goes into the tuner, and then from the tuner it goes to the blues driver and the super overdrive, and those are just to give a little more hair,
Yeah.
a little more sizzle, some razzle dazzle. And then from that it goes into the whammy pedal, and then from the whammy pedal it goes to the Source Audio Spectrum, which is like a filter pedal.
Oh, like an envelope filter kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like a. It does a lot of stuff, but I basically just use it to do stuff like. Of course, it's also got a little octave sound on it too. And then from there it goes into the MXR custom audio electronics wah pedal, which is my favorite wah pedal ever. I've had like 4 of these because they keep breaking. I just buy new ones, and it's got a real sweet kind of like I just love it.
Yeah, I love that wall. I've had one of those before, and I've always liked to sweep on those things.
And like you can like hit, it's got 2 different sounds. That's kind of like a lower bassier sound. That's what I like.
Yeah.
And then like if I'm doing like some clean, just little, it's kind of funky stuff.
Right. Oh yeah.
It's a little quacky there.
See, Dave Shirley's not all shred.
Yeah.
He's got a little soul in him.
I know, right?
Very little.
But yeah, you talked about all your boss pedals, the tuner, the blues driver, and the super overdrive, all the Wazacraft models, which we sell here at the store, and you probably got those here.
Yeah, I got every one of them here.
And Wazacraft, for y'all don't know, is Boss kind of brought out that line. They're all made in Japan, just like the way they used to make the old ones from Japan, and that with the old circuits and everything else. And they do sound a little bit better, I think, than
because you got 2 different modes. You got the classic and the custom, or the standard and the custom, which kind of fattens up. If you put it on the custom, you get a little bit more gain.
Yeah.
A little bit more bass. For example, see if I can go on this preset right here. This is like what it would be considered a plexi channel on the Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like a mid gain. And then, for example, I got on the standard, on the blues driver, if I kick it on, get a little more hair, cuts a little bass. Now if I put it on the custom, and I kick it on, it gets more gainy, and it keeps a little bit more of the bass. And if I really want to get crazy, I'll hit these 2 together to get like an 80s, like rat kind of distortion sound. Kind of give a little more.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
And I use that a lot in the set. And the same goes for if I click on the what would be considered a JCM 800 channel on the JVM, which stands for Joey's Voluptuous Mom.
Dude, what the hell?
That's with nothing on it. That's with the blues driver on the custom. Let me go back to the standard. Then I do the SD1. Put them both on. It's like a real tight kind of sludge. Of course, I'm trying not to get us flagged for copyright.
Yeah, you are in an '80s cover band, so we gotta be careful.
Yeah, I'm trying to, you know.
And so the other pedal, the Sure Thing's for your wireless.
Yeah, which I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah, I don't use that very often anymore because I just prefer the cable.
Yeah. Less failure opportunity.
Yeah, less interference because you know, a lot of places I've been, you know, especially around racetracks and stuff, you get all the Wi-Fi,
and
you know,
stuff
people's
floating around.
phones and stuff. Too many cutouts and dropouts, so I just went back to playing a cable. And it sounds a little better too because the wireless, I mean, it sounds good, but I can just tell the difference. It's like with the cable, it's more, you get more high-end, top-end, you know.
And so we hadn't talked about the whammy pedal.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of mentioned it, but not heard it. Do you use it much, or you use it for like drop tuning, or what?
I use it mostly for a couple of songs. I use it quite a bit, actually. Like, of course, I can't play what I use it for.
I just can't believe Slash isn't real.
So let's see if I could. I use it on it's kind of the octave up or down.
Right.
With the octave sound, like instead of doing just a regular. I like to have it where it plays with the octave. Which sounds real similar to this pedal, but it's got more of that octave sound.
Yeah, for sure.
And then if I add the filter on the line 6 and this, it gets kind of, you know, cool. Just nasty. I love it.
Oh yeah.
You know, and same thing on the, you know, if I use the lead channel with the like a detuned chorus on it. Just sounds.
Yeah, I love that thing.
Sounds pretty massive.
Yeah. And so in the whammy pedal, and the big huge unit we got here on the pedal board is kind of your exactly what it says, ground control. So it's your control. You're mainly doing all your switching on that.
Yeah, it's MIDI. I run the amp head's MIDI, so I can switch the channels via MIDI.
Yeah.
And so I run out the. Let me double check something. Usually I got a guy who does this for me.
That's awesome.
I come out of the MIDI input into the output on the line 6, and then I got the line 6 going MIDI to the ground control. So every time I hit a button, all this stuff changes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I go from a clean to rhythm. Main rhythm sound, which is the like hot rodded Marshall.
Right. Channel
3, the orange lead orange mode. Boost. And then you know, vice versa. Right, click of a button changes the effects and the channels.
So yeah, and that you got that kind of program set up for your I guess your set list and everything, make it easy on you to get from song to song.
Yeah, you know, we play 40 songs or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice to have those options to have more sounds. Which basically, I mean, when it comes down to it, all I got's 4 sounds, but I can color them with all this.
All that going on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and we've talked a little bit about the Marshall, and it's this is your main head of choice for right now, I guess. And
yeah.
You've had a lot. You've had 5150s and
boogies
else, boogies and. But the Marshall JVM, kind of what you've settled on right now, it looks like.
Yeah, I've had this thing now for about 3 years since COVID.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
That's awesome.
my stimulus money right here. You know.
And
So
that-
yeah,
And like we mentioned before, it's 3 channels?
Excuse me?
4 channels, okay.
and you know it looks intimidating, all these knobs, but basically each channel has the same knobs. You know, the volume, gain, bass, treble, etc.
Right.
And then over here you got like a master volume and a solo volume and a reverbs.
Okay.
So it's real simple.
Yeah. And
It's
then-
super easy to program MIDI.
Yeah. Then out of that into the Marshall 1960 straight cab.
Yeah, B cabinet with
Yeah,
the
412s. What?
the 70 GT 75s.
And people usually like. I know most people prefer the straight cabs over the slant.
Yeah, I do because it's just a little bit beefier.
Yeah.
You know, and you know I use really whatever cables I can find, except for my main cable here. This is I play Morgami's Gold Series exclusive
Yeah.
because there's a lifetime warranty on them.
Yeah, and I've had a Mogami for
Yeah.
20 years, and
Yeah.
it's never failed me. So
And every time one's I had 2 fail, and every time I just took them to
Dude, what the hell?
send them back to them. They sent me another one.
Yeah.
Right away. I mean, like if you like cut it in half, they're not gonna do it. But like
Right, yeah.
the cables go bad after a while. You know,
yeah,
especially like in our situation where you know I'm usually standing in a puddle of beer in a frat house basement.
yeah, for sure.
So yeah,
Yeah, again, we mentioned Dave Shirley plays with the band Spank, and if you haven't seen them live, they're a great band.
I don't know if I'd say great, but yeah.
Well, for purposes, in case Tom's watching, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say they're great. But if you need a party band for any of your live event, like your weddings, your sorority or fraternity parties,
Divorce parties, bar
divorce
mitzvahs.
parties, it doesn't matter. And you like the '80s, they got you covered. Me and Shirley's about the same age, so we remember the '80s a whole lot, and a lot of great music out of that era for sure. So we'll give them a plug and throw a little
Thank you. Appreciate
website up and maybe get Tom some more business like he needs it,
I know, right?
so he can buy another van, spend more money.
Yeah, buy more guitars.
And today, we're just basically his pedal board and the amp, and we're just micing with the SM57. So I'm sure it's going to sound great. Dave's been around the scene for a long time here in Johnson City, playing a lot of different bands, metal background, and but has a special place in your heart for the '80s music for sure.
Well, I grew up in the '80s, and you know, first songs I learned to play on was the '80s.
Yeah,
And but yeah, I mean, I like everything really.
yeah.
I just make more money playing '80s music.
Yeah, if you want to make money in this business, you be in a cover band, right?
Exactly. It went from like making $30 for the whole band to like $300 myself. You know?
Yeah.
So whatever. Yeah.
Well, you put the time in, you deserve it.
Which I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had my choice, I'd rather be doing my own thing. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. So last week we threw a little special out for Campbell's Music. If you watched the rig rundown and come in and told me you watched it, and we gave you an extra 10% off anything in the store, we actually had a few people take advantage of that, so we appreciate you. But yeah, sign up for your YouTube channel. And this week with Dave Shirley, if you mentioned you've watched this whole thing,
yeah, you deserve something if you watch.
you deserve something. And actually, for this week, since Dave's a huge Boss pedal fan, and I mean, we'll do 15% off of any Boss pedal in the store, and that's going to be cheaper than anywhere you can find them online for sure.
Yeah, that's a good deal. I might have to get a couple before I leave here.
That just goes for after the
Oh,
episode.
shoot.
You might be what they call it, where you're part of the family, you can't even get
Oh,
the
yeah,
discount.
yeah.
But man, I don't know. If you just want to play some riffs and kind of hear all the different sounds, we've heard a bunch of them. But if you want to play some more and see what
Okay.
we got going on here,
All right. Let's play a little.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
That all sounds great, and great use of all these effects for sure.
I know, right?
Y'all go give Spank a follow. Go friend Dave Shirley on Facebook if you need any recording or anything like that for any kind of metal. He's real expensive, and
I take Taco Bell gift cards.
but I don't, and you know, if you've been around Johnson City and Campbell's Merrill Music and not seen Dave Shirley here, then you've probably not ever shopped here before. So almost everything he gets, he's probably come most of it from here, and he's been coming here a long time. But yeah, man, we appreciate you showing up and doing this. And,
Yeah, dude. No problem.
You know,
Thanks for having me.
this rig rundown's for Alan Prince, because I know he's been wanting to see this for a long time.
That was my boy.
Anything else you want to say?
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Thank you.